quarterback.
Oh, there's a goal! Oh, at least I thought he was gonna until he blew it.
Hello everybody, how's it going? It's C-Rad from C-RadTV, and welcome to the April 2019 edition of Detroit Red Wings Monthly. With the draft lottery officially behind us and another NHL season in the rear view, for 16 other teams, they are looking at the playoff glory. For the Red Wings, they're already thinking about the golf course, and already thinking about next season. So yeah, even though this was a quick month, let's go through and see how the Wings did in the short month of April. So in the month of April, the Red Wings only played 3 games. They went 1-2-0. Their only win came against Pittsburgh. This month it was obvious clear as day the Red Wings were trying to tank. Especially well the Red Wings ended their year off in their last 10 going 7-3 and ended the year on a 2-game losing streak. Like when you lose your last game of the season 7-1, yeah, that's a clear, obvious sign of the day that they were trying to tank to get a top pick. The Red Wings finished this year off 32-40-10, 7th in the Atlantic Division with 74 points. So the Red Wings finished this year off with back-to-back 40-loss seasons. The win total was a lot better. I think last year the Red Wings only won 29 games. This year they win 32. So some improvement, but there's a lot to improve in the offseason. A lot to do in the offseason. But will the Red Wings end up with a top pick, or will they get completely screwed over in the draft lottery? We'll go over that at the end of the video. For now, let's see how the Red Wings did overall as a team. So overall, as a whole, the Red Wings, they averaged 2 goals a game in April, and then they were allowing 4 goals a game in April, averaging 28 shots a game. Their power play had an effective percentage of 50%. Their penalty kill had an effective percentage of 50%. They're averaging 20 hits a game, and their face-off win percentage was 41.8%. Obvious that these stats here, clear as day, is the obvious sign that this team was trying to tank. So yeah, if there was any questions about this team tanking, well, they were tanking in April, alright. In terms of player stats as a whole, in April, Tyler Bertuzzi had 2 goals and an assist for 3 points. Anthony Mantha had 3 goals and 0 assists for 3 points. Dylan Larkin had 0 goals and 3 assists for 3 points. Andre Athanasiou had 0 goals and 2 assists for 2 points. Darren Helm had 0 goals and 1 assist for 1 point. Philippe Hronek had 0 goals and 3 assists for 3 points. Nick Cronwall had 0 goals and 1 assist for 1 total point. Matt Pumpel from the AHL's Grand Rapids Griffins, the farm team, had 1 goal and 0 assists for 1 point. And Taylor Hirose only had 0 goals and 1 assist for 1 point. In terms of the core overall, Tyler Bertuzzi ends the year off with 21 goals and 26 assists for 47 points. Anthony Mantha ended up with 25 goals and 23 assists for 48 points. Andre Athanasiou had 30 goals and 24 assists for 54 points. And the team's leading scorer was Dylan Larkin with 32 goals and 41 assists for 73 points. I mean, this core is pretty promising, but they're going to need more production and more development time. They got a lot to improve. And the team's leading scoring defenseman was Nicholas Cronwall with 3 goals and 24 assists for 27 points, beating out Mike Green by a single point. Yeah, that defense has to improve dramatically in the offseason. In terms of goaltender stats, Jimmy Howard played all 3 games. He had a record of 1-2-0. He had a goals against average of .333 in April and a save percentage of .911. Kane Fulcher, on the other hand, he did make a brief appearance. He did come in to relieve Jimmy Howard in the final game of the year. He had a goals against average of 2. He gave up 2 goals, stopped 9 of 11 shots for a save percentage of .818. I think there is potential in Howard. He is Fulcher. There is potential with Fulcher, but he's going to need more time to develop. And Kane Fulcher, after the season ended, he was officially sent back down to Toledo in the ECHL. to Detroit's other farm team. So yeah, I think Fulcher could be a good piece for the Wings. He's going to need a few more years to develop, though. We'll revisit him in a couple years. But yeah, Howard, of course, is going to be back next year. Bernie is also going to be back. So yeah, there's your goaltending core next year, unless Howard gets traded for pennies on the dollar or more draft picks. So of course, on Red Wings locker cleanout day, the Red Wings say that they don't want to be in this position next year. Well, no shit, Sherlock. And of course, Ken Holland says that he always loves being a Red Wing because of loyalty. And then Holland says every time he gets asked about the Steve Yzerman rumors of if Stevie's coming home and become the GM or the president, Ken Holland says he always laughs at the Yzerman rumors. Well, Ken, you better hope to God Steve Yzerman doesn't become the president of Red Wings operations, because if he does, I know who he's going to fire first and clean house with. But in some more positive news, say what you want about Jet Blashill. In the end, Blashill has been named the coach for the U.S. men's national team for the IIHF World Hockey Championship for 2019. I think there was other good candidates there, but most of the other top candidates were in the playoffs this year. So Blashill happened to be the last man standing. But in some more news for next year, the Red Wings are talking about naming a captain next year. And right now, the front runner for that spot could be Dylan Larkin. Honestly, Larkin would be a good captain for the team. So yeah, hopefully it's Larkin. But yeah, whoever the good captain is, hopefully he does a good job next year and leads the Red Wings into the promised land. But it is time for the ultimate decision, the draft lottery. The Red Wings entered the lottery with the 4th overall selection. They left the draft lottery with the 6th overall pick. So the Red Wings did not even get a top 3 pick. They failed at tanking. God damn it, the Red Wings are just better off than winning out. Because for fuck's sakes, they tanked and they couldn't even fucking succeed at losing. They fall down 2 spots in the draft order. You know what's more embarrassing? Fucking Chicago, aka Shatoilet, who didn't even try to tank, was in the Western Conference playoff race. Fucking Chicago ended up with a top 3 pick when they didn't even try to tank in the lottery. And the fucking New York Rangers were half-assing their tank, and they ended up with a top 2 pick. But yeah, the Red Wings are now with the 6th pick in the draft. But in the end, let's pay our ultimate respects and congratulate our 2019 draft lottery winners, aka the Tank Bowl champions, the New Jersey Devils. So New Jersey, please step forward and please collect your Jack Hughes or a player of your choosing. But in the end, even with the 6th overall pick, my draft board still remains the same. The Red Wings need to go defense in this draft, without a doubt. They need to draft a defenseman because this fucking defensive core is trash. Because either everyone in this core is garbage, they're fucking old and past their prime, or they're always goddamn injured all the time. Mike Green, anyone? And Nick Cronwell was well past his prime. So yeah, we need to get a new defenseman. Like, honestly, just give him a year or 2 in Grand Rapids to develop. But yeah, we need to go defense in this draft without a doubt. The defense gives up too many shots per game. It's just terrible. That needs to improve dramatically if we're going to have success next season. But yeah, we have no idea what's going to happen with the Red Wings in the offseason. We know Blashill's going to be back next year. And it looks like at the moment, it looks like Ken Holland is going to stay for now. And you know, the Steve Yzerman rumors are going around. Well, Stevie said he doesn't want to be GM. He wants to be a president of hockey operations. I know the Rangers are in the running to get Yzerman to come over. Hopefully Detroit can get Yzerman back. We need Stevie home. Like, please come home, Stevie. Ken Holland won't let us have any candy. But yeah, that is the off-season. So yeah, this will be the final episode of Red Wings Monthly for this season. The next time I will have these episodes up will be in October for the start of next season. But yeah, I'll have some videos up in the off-season if anything interesting happens with the Wings in terms of like player acquisitions. I will do one draft preview for the Red Wings, and that will be defense. But yeah, that's it for this season. That's all I gotta say. See most Diaz in the summer. For now, I'm just gonna enjoy the playoffs. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.
Oh, there's a goal!